whisper it. Ooh, 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 toy rage. Okay, maybe my rocket's too big. And I got to the point where I just had a little nub, a little rocket, and a parachute. And I pressed launch. My computer just died. So I've had this game for for a good 12 months. And I haven't launched a rocket until today. Thank you. I launched my rockets today.
Good job.
There's
Good
a lot
job
of
launching your
thrusting.
one rocket.
I saw the thrusting.
Praise
There's full
Jesus.
thrust. There, see, look how many happy people.
Everyone is happy.
I'm so happy about this.
Everyone is happy.
I wanted to launch these little green fuckers into space, and it hasn't happened. So today, I launched like 6 rockets. I've lost 2. I lost them into space. They're dead somewhere. I can't get them back. They're just going. He's either starving to death, or
so you went and you launched your minions out without being able to feed them or sustain life.
Not at all. The plan was to try and get him back home. I didn't stage my rocket correctly, so what happened was I put the stage where my parachute launched with my final rocket.
Okay.
So the final rocket was to direct me home. But then I realized I staged it wrong, so I didn't initiate the final rocket. And so it just kept going into space. And I said, I lost another one. I killed 6 Kerbals today.
So when you get home,
we have a couple of rocket explosions.
Are you gonna have any of your rockets be there when you get home?
I don't know. Probably. No, I have to land them. That's the thing. I have to be present.
Well, good night, everybody.
To land them. So they're gone.
Wow.
I can't find them. I didn't put communication devices on it.
Why?
So I didn't have enough money. I'm early stages Elon Musk. What can I say?
No, because Elon Musk has an intelligence level of over 5. So let me ask you this. Who was playing this game? Was it you or the Clarence?
I think a bit of
because
both.
I think the Clarence is taking...
Put the fins right there.
I'm gonna go and launch the rocket into the space.
No, Clarence, don't press the... Oh.
I like lunch.
There goes Susan. Bye, Susan. Bye, Susan. Have fun in the spaceship.
Toodles.
Oh, toodles. So I love this game. I love it. Yeah. It is so science nerdy, and I love it. I love building rockets.
So you bought the computer today, and now you can do that. Speaking of space, you can now also play XCOM.
I can. This
XCOM 2.
The game that was purchased for me 2 years ago for my birthday.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to play it once.
You already bought Overwatch today, and I
bought Overwatch. Maria, we're playing later. You better watch it. I'm an Overwatch master.
Yeah,
I know all the button clicks.
Bronze.
Click, 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 click.
Yeah, he knows how to right click and left click.
I can. I haven't figured out push to talk. No one can hear me.
No, that's fine. No one wants to listen to you anyway. I will tell you this: there are less high school girls playing on PC than console.
Then
probably.
Who am I going to relate to?
Like, you guys don't understand.
I have a fleet.
How many?
I have a militia on PlayStation 4.
No, like,
I am the Charlie to the Angels.
Like, all they do is they just talk to him. They say, "How do I look in this shirt?" and send him pictures. Like,
they just.
And all he does is like, "Can you watch my podcast, please?"
I have a podcast.
I like that you wanna watch podcasts?
Do you want to watch me speak into a microphone?
So
yes, I have a team. I have a team of sub 21-year-olds.
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels. I am Charlie.
Like prepubescent angels. Charlie's illegal angels. Charlie's jailbait angels is what you got.
I can't.
So this is great.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, hi Chris Hansen. Thank you for joining the stream.
Yeah, great.
I appreciate that.
Don't report me to the police, please.
Yeah. They find him.
I don't look.
They
for them.
all meet playing Overwatch. Like,
And they
Andrew
just-
goes and he tries to talk, and
What do you
they're
mean?
like, "Oh, this is an adult male," or they're just saying, "Oh, someone is
who
talking."
hasn't said a penis joke.
Yeah.
But eventually, I do say a penis joke.
Wait, is
but
this
it's not like the first thing I say.
Is this a guy that didn't hit on me or call me nasty things? I think
Yeah.
I'll be his friend.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Sure. Why not?
I always and everybody, I break the news to them. I say, and by the way, I'm 32 years old. Stop this shit. I don't want to be on To Catch a Predator. I don't want anybody coming to my house with a news camera. Stop this shit.
Or anybody coming to his house with hopes.
Hopes.
And then
Because
no, Maria, you're
my
not
house
a
is where
15-year-old
dreams
girl.
go to die.
But Layla's there, so
Layla is there. HR is there.
yeah, and no one's emailed her.
No, but she's going to be on my stream tonight. If I stream,
Okay.
I'll
You know,
give
you-
her a.
So
an
here's the way
introduction.
caffeine works.
Okay.
You have to go, and when you're starting your stream, you hit the start button, right?
Yeah.
And then it says starting your stream.
Yeah.
You go and you just hold Layla there until it says you're streaming, and then like the last thing it does is like take a picture and send it out.
Oh, so you're saying that's like my billboard?
Yes,
Got it.
that's your bill. That's your billboard. Do that if you can.
I will.
A
I'll
plus
try.
plus.
I'll try.
But
I'll,
yeah,
I'll
no
stream
one,
Kerbal.
Kerbal.
Yeah.
Get advice from Layla on what to do.
Layla looked at the computer. She's like, "That's never gonna fly."
Layla doesn't like the computer because it makes Andrew too tall.
Yeah.
He's on a high chair on a high table.
She can't jump up onto my lap. From
No,
There.
it's not puppy friendly.
I think that's good.
I don't
for
know
me,
if there's
though.
anyone who needs to take care of Layla or would want to take care of Layla during these hard times. I mean, if so, someone say something.
Anybody want to take care of a beautiful 21.6 pound Shiba Inu?
Anybody.
She cooks eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just learned last week.
So you could tell Tori's not watching or listening right now.
Yeah. We lost her.
Maybe yeah, we lost her. Otherwise she would either be like typing out really fast or she'd be banging on the door going moo. Give me puppy. I am puppy mama.
I want Doge, please. Come on over. She's very friendly.
Layla, except to Lou.
No, she loves Lou. Lou does
Lou
not.
hates- Lou hates
does
everybody.
not like Layla.
No, Lou hates everybody.
Layla was playing with Lou, and Lou's reaction was, "I'm gonna shit on the floor."
And he did. He shit on the floor twice. He peed on the chair you were in.
Yes.
And then he went all the way upstairs and shit on my floor. Fucking dog. Does anyone want to take care of a 14-year-old a Yorkie? He you don't have to take care of him for too long. He's going to be dead soon probably.
Layla is a princess, and it's not a good princess.
Mm.
She's a princess.
Yeah, but I love her. She loves
Oh,
me.
I love her.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah. But you have 2 cats.
yeah.
That's like a dog.
It's like if you get 3 cats, it's equivalent to a dog.
Yeah. Luca's kind of like a dog. Isn't Luca like a dog? Luca looks
Cats are
like
boring.
a dog.
It depends on the cat. I've had an active cat before, and that cat also hated my guts, but she was still
Luca
fun.
is like a child in special ed, like I said, a dog.
yeah.
That's what they are.
Layla is non-special ed though. Layla is at least reading at a second grade level.
For a 4th grader, that's pretty awesome.
Yes.
She's doing pretty good. Geez, what else is there? What the hell has been going on?
Let's see. Let's.
You know, it was a great movie, Spider-Man.
Okay, do you want to talk about Spider-Man, or do you want to put a we have to put a stop to this?
We'll stop to what?
You know what's coming, Mike.
All right, so
we're putting a stop to something, everybody, and
where's Matt? Wait, first, is Matt here? Is Scalanimal listening? Because I want to make sure that he hears that our friendship is going to be over.
So,
fuck One Piece.
We're done. I'm sorry.
Can't.
Fuck that show.
That show, it's not. Usopp is the worst character ever.
He is
single-handedly killing the show for me.
He is so many races that it's racist.
Yeah, it's like, what's the most racist thing we could do, and let's put it all together. Not only that,
he has a Jerry curl. He has
Popo lips.
He has Popo lips.
Yeah.
He kind of has a Jewish nose. He cries all the time.
Yeah.
I just can't stand him. I just can't.
Or Italian, yeah.
Or Italian.
Italian nose. But
anything. Just a nose.
Yeah. He's just such an unlikable character. He's also the kind of character that I hate, which is just like a lying, exaggerating character. Like the whole boy who cries wolf thing. Like I hate those types of people.
Yeah.
They're so frustrating so many times where they can't be them because God, it's how am I ever going to take them seriously if they're introduced as someone who is never taken seriously? Because they keep on, not that they're like a child, but because they just lie all the time.
Right.
Like, I get why he was like lying about the stories, but like every day he goes into town saying the pirates are coming, and then he laughs at everybody, like thinking like he's like the shit. He's just a troll. So they're trying to go and they're trying to make like an internet troll into this racist cartoon character, where despite his sniping abilities with a slingshot, good job, for that. He's just
annoying.
It could be worse. It could be that's why we don't talk about Fairy Tail. But it's so bad.
I got a little bit further than you.
You did.
And I will express to you why I don't like this show.
Please.
There is only one character in that group that has
the anime on Hulu we were watching, or he was watching on Crunchyroll, so we weren't doing the manga.
Actually has proper story structure.
Okay.
And that character is Sanji.
Okay.
That's the only character that has a background story, a personality, and reason to go on this adventure.
Mm-hmm.
He has all three of those components.
Yeah.
Everybody else is a motley crew of fucktard ideas about cartoons.
Yeah.
It's not consistent. Zoro makes no sense. Luffy makes no sense. Nami makes no sense. Usopp, no sense.
No sense.
None.
So
None.
far, of the people where I am for backstories, Luffy for me doesn't have much of a backstory to go on.
Right.
And the backstory that you have, we didn't get up. I didn't get up to Robin yet. Here's what happened. I finished Usopp's story, and then I skipped to when Nami's story was starting. So I skipped them acquiring Sanji because
and you missed the only character that
really and I'm gonna
made
have
sense.
to go back and at least give him a chance, because the problem is that Usopp was so unlikable that he makes me want to skip episodes.
Right.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Robin be like, what the bitch is about? I don't know who Robin is, but it's
we
so
lost
bad.
somebody. I'm sorry.
They
Sorry,
were
we're
here
boring you
for
with
just-
One Piece.
They were here for a second. Said, "Oh, it's One Piece. Got to go."
I don't blame them.
After all along was pretty. So like, yeah, like some of the powers are like Buggy's power is kind of stupid, but you know what? I could deal with that.
I can deal with
deal with
stupid
a lot of
powers.
stuff.
I can deal with stupid powers.
Dan was telling me about some puppet girl who can like touch people and make puppets of them and control them and make the world forget they ever like this completely ridiculous, like OP power.
But
like if I was the girl
Right.
and I touched you,
Okay.
the world would forget about Andrew Dalecki. I would have a puppet of you, and I would be able to control everything you did and you would not be able to stop it.
You're God.
Pretty much.
You're God taking away.
And I don't even and there's some point where she's controlling like an army or something, and Usopp knocks her out, and then she loses consciousness, and then everybody is freed.
Like I said, I don't mind OP powers
as long as it's not Usopp.
Right. I just don't mind. I don't mind overpowered characters. Like, you can work around it. It's story based. But when you're introducing your characters at the beginning of the story, they have to make linear sense, especially if you devote episodes to a backstory.
Though we talked a little bit about Castlevania before.
Yeah.
We didn't want to get too into it. And for those listening, somebody just came in saying they saw the title and want to hear about Castlevania.
Hi, Carlo.
Short thing about Castlevania.
Please
watch
watch
we didn't want to spoil anything. We're only 2 episodes. I'm 2 episodes in. He's 4 episodes in. The animation is awesome. The art style is awesome. You've watched it all? Fuck off. I'm sorry. Give me your widescreen monitor, please.
Don't spoil anything for us.
Next, we're going to go into spoilers. I think next week.
We will because I'll finish it by then.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And we all know for Netflix, like, if it's something that you really want to watch within the first week.
Yep.
And for people, hopefully that are listening, they will watch the rest of Castlevania.
Yep.
And then because we want to have a good full discussion for it next week.
Back to
back to the toilet, otherwise known as One. I was surprised by the animation too. It's so good. Usopp sucks.
Yeah.
Is the big summary for it. I'm okay with Zoro. I'm okay with Zoro and Luffy forgetting about their backstory. Just the way that those two characters interact and the way they like play off of each other.
I can see.
I enjoy that.
I can see that.
Forgetting about like their backstory, whatever else. I like the way that those two interact. Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And Luffy's like, I'm gonna take a nap.
Missed that part.
And I want some meat.
Yeah.
And then he does stupid shit. Like, it's just their relationship is. I really do like it.
Okay.
But I just can't. When it comes to backstory, I don't know how I'm gonna like either one of their like full backstories, like why they're doing what. Like if Zoro's backstory turns out to be, I want to be the greatest swordsman because I saw like the greatest swordsman and I want to be better than him. Perfect backstory.
Right.
And why is he with Luffy? So he can go because pirates sword fight a lot.
Well,
with swords,
the probability
and not
of him getting better is there.
It's very high.
Makes
so
sense.
it looks so it's very good that he goes with Luffy. So that's perfect. Luffy wants to be king of the pirates because of whatever his face is. Shakes.
Red.
What's red hair?
Shanks.
Shakes maybe, whatever. Shanks.
I hate
because he looked
can't
up to him
talk
and he
about
wants to be
this
king of
anymore.
the pirates.
I just can't.
Can't what?
It's just it's a moot point for me at this point.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we just started again.
Yeah.
Because here's my history with it.
Yes. Tell them why we started.
All right. So I watched a good amount of One Piece when it was on 4Kids, the English version. Long years and years. It probably wasn't even 4Kids. Whatever. It was years ago, and I didn't really like it too much, other than the theme song. Theme song was wonderful.
But that's not really why we started watching it right now.
But the reason we started watching it now is that Dan from the Dan Report, who sometimes is not watching right now. So thanks to Zamba. Real question: subtitles. They don't on Hulu. There's no dubs.
Yes.
So the problem is, I'm like, you know what? Let's go and let's try to watch it because we want our friend Dan to watch My Hero Academia.
That was the deal.
That's the deal.
The deal was
yeah.
If we watched this show that he is in love with, which is One Piece, or give it a try, he said. Give it a try. He will watch My Hero Academia. And we said, Challenge accepted.
I've watched.
I gave it a solid 50 episodes. I didn't. If this is not like a 10 episode run.
No.
I went 50 episodes deep.
I watched the first 18, and then I skipped 15 ahead, and I watched 2. So I've watched 20 episodes of this.
I can't.
And he hasn't watched one episode of My Hero Academia.
And he hasn't watched
because you can't download
one episode of My Hero Academia.
And like we get it. Like,
that's blasphemous at this point.
Yeah.
Because
so,
we're talking about that next.
Yeah, we will.
That episode was so good.
It was phenomenal. One of the things though about One Piece and the people watching who watch the show, it's when you're looking at it, it's like, oh, do you want to start One Piece? Sure. How many episodes are there? 754. And the seasons are like, the first one is like 50, then it's like 70 episodes. The 11th season is 114 episodes. Like,
get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck is going on with this stupid ass show? And it's daunting. It's like, oh, don't worry. It'll get better. It's 700 fucking episodes.
What 100th episode do I have to get to for this to be better? And why do I have to suffer through that many episodes for it to get better? I'm done.
Bad.
That doesn't make sense to me.
The fight on the hill took so long, especially when it was in the beginning with Usopp's story, and then you had the fat cat guy who was like hypnotized and made into like this raging Hulk machine, but he stood still for 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Even though he's a rabid cat guy. And he gets taken down after standing still for 3 episodes in 5 seconds.
Okay. And I want to clarify something because this was the argument that I had with Dan. I do not like episodes that have filler. And now Dan thinks filler is like flashbacks or repeating same things that you saw previously in previous episodes.
Yeah.
I consider this show to have a lot of filler.
Yeah.
Meaning there's a lot not going on screen. There's a lot of talking that has no bearing on the story. And a fight shouldn't last 4 episodes anymore. People don't like it. They don't. I hate to say it. If the majority of people out there now like these concise seasons.
And to a point, it's just like we're watching episodes that were here 15 years ago.
Call me ADD man. I don't care.
Yeah.
That shit is too long.
The fact that it happened so soon in the show, like with the buggy stuff was great because the buggy stuff didn't really last too long.
No.
It was a fight after a fight after a fight.
And the pacing was good.
If you don't like One Piece, yeah. If you said something before that, I didn't see it. But the fact that it happened so soon with...
I know. But,
But here's the thing. The fight between Goku and Frieza isn't within the first 20 episodes.
No.
With at episode 13 through 17, it's them standing doing nothing.
Right.
With the pussyfoot maneuver going against fucking cat
the
pirates.
pussyfoot maneuver.
You know,
Fuck names the maneuver the pussyfoot.
It's so stupid.
Okay, you know what? We're beating a horse.
Yeah,
we're beating the horse.
Yeah, the guy who adjusts his glasses like this. That was the best part about the whole. They actually went into why he goes like this
because he has giant claws on.
Captain Kuro, the most dangerous pirate.
So I'm officially, and this is our official end to this.
Yeah. Summary is it's too many, and this is a good topic to go into another time. When you want someone to get into a show or anything, how many episodes is too many episodes where it's not worth it? For me, I don't know the exact number, but 754 is about that.
Right.
And
I'm not catching up.
No. If anything, I'm going to skip to that water thing, and then maybe I'll skip to season 7.
Right.
You know,
So
because by then, maybe it'll get better.
We're closing the book on One Piece.
Yeah.
It's official. It's closed.
Yeah.
Play the Pirate Warrior games. Will that just tell me the story?
Skip it out. I don't know.
I could do that. I can play a game because then I could turn it off.
Now, a show that has not had that yet is My Hero Academia.
My heart's aflutter.
My Hero Academia. So if you haven't watched this past week's episode, we're going to talk about it. So this is going to be spoilers. So what happened so far is they finished the games. They were all offered... Yeah, muted. Good. Mute yourself.
Internships.
They were all offered internships, and they went into a couple. It did show a little montage about where everybody was. Like doing that whole continued sentence where one hero is talking about something and then another hero finishes it because it cuts away. So it was nice that it showed you, like, gonna grab the. All right,
Go for it.
So it's nice that it went and it showed you like where everybody is.
Yeah.
It was nice that it showed you where the running guy was and a little bit of his like mental state going on. That was nice. It was also nice to see Todoroki really briefly about something is going to happen with his dad.
Oh, yeah.
And they went wonderfully into Gran Torino teaching Midori what's going on.
I want to talk about... Can we spoiler this?
Oh, this is already spoiler alert.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go into explosive BO kid.
Oh, that part was great.
Okay. That part of that, it was like they knew exactly where to take this character.
So,
they
what
knew
you're talking
exactly
about is,
where to take
I
that
thought you were
character.
talking about his interaction. Yeah, they knew exactly where to go. Like, he picked... And the way that the person who recruited him was talking...
Oh, it was perfect.
On point. They, like, just mentally broke him down. This is why you're here. We know this is why you chose us. This is where you fucked up. And you're dumb.
Yeah. And it's like, we know you're good.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares? You're not a hero.
No.
That's basically what they said to that fucking kid. And it was brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
It was well written. The dialogue was spot on. The artwork conveyed exactly the point. And can we just address that he wears jeans around his face?
Yes.
His costume looks like someone pulled a pair of jeans beyond the belly, beyond the nipples. It just went straight to the nose.
Or someone made special pants just for his face.
Because the back pockets are right here.
Yeah.
It's
perfect.
On his cheeks.
It's the best wedgie I have ever seen. And you know what's beautiful about that scene? How it went so in depth and everything in under 3 minutes.
Yes. It said exactly what it needed to say. It conveyed exactly what everyone was thinking about that character. Everyone had to be thinking,
a lot of
this
people,
kid is fucking not a hero. He's looking to become a villain.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, they nailed it. They fucking nailed it. I couldn't believe it.
I don't think he's looking to become a villain. I think he's looking to become a hero in a very villainous way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he wants to be a villain that's the police of villains.
Right.
Pretty much. Like,
it's just, they
got him.
They got him.
Right on point.
They got him right on point.
And you just saw his eyes just in that, like, Japanese, like, shaking style where his pupils were tiny or whatever else. Like, and they just have, like, a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you guys.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And then, okay, let's go back to Crybaby.
Otherwise known as the star of the show.
Okay. Another nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay. The explanation of what he's been doing wrong the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple. It was simple.
Yeah.
But it makes perfect sense. And it just flows. The story flowed so well.
It did. And it had a perfect explanation that made amazing sense.
It didn't go off the walls.
No.
They didn't reach for something like, have a third bone.
No.
No.
All Might is just a shitty teacher when it comes to teaching them about All for One. That's it.
That's it.
Like, All Might was great preparing his body because All Might has an amazing body. He knows about nutrition, fit, work, and getting huge.
Right.
He knows how to get mad swole, bro.
Yeah.
And he did that. He prepared Midori's body and set the goals perfectly. But when it comes to actually using All for One, since All for One was so easy for him to use, he couldn't relate it to Midori properly, which is why he kept breaking all his freaking fingers.
It also showed, which I think was, I think it showed that Almighty, great hero,
Yeah.
he doesn't actually know exactly how his power works.
No.
He was a natural talent with the power.
He knows how his power works
worked.
for him.
Right. But he didn't know how it worked.
No, you didn't.
Gran Torino
Mm-hmm.
knew how that power worked.
Side note, Gran Torino is awesome.
Gran Torino is the best senile character ever.
The best. Continue.
So it gave you an insight into almost Almighty as an intellectual. He is not that smart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my conclusion from that whole episode,
That's a good point.
yeah,
Yeah.
is that Almighty doesn't understand how One for All actually works. He is just really good at using it.
For himself and his
Right.
body.
He doesn't have the technical knowledge.
No.
He has the raw ability to use One for All.
Mm-hmm.
And what's great about it is that Midori is not like that at all.
No.
At all. But technically, Midori is he can pick up on strategy. We
Mhm.
saw from the beginning, and they utilized that and molded One for All for him to be able to use it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It was
Brilliant.
good. It was fantastic. Like just the explanation
There
how he
wasn't
had to think about it.
They weren't forcing Midori to learn it the way that he learned it and someone else learned it before him, and it just brought the power to be a lot more flexible and relatable to how people learn.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't this drill sergeant montage where he did the same training regimen that his master did and his master did before him and his master did before him.
Yeah.
This was like, no. All One for All works in this realm.
Yeah.
How it applies to you, you need to figure out how it's going to work for you and how you conceptualize it.
And the fact that Midori figured out how to use it so fast also makes perfect sense because he spent his entire life after finding out he doesn't have a quirk studying superheroes, studying strategy,
Right.
just working with quirks, powers, and overanalyzing everything.
Right.
So the way that the information that was given to him by All Might about One for All made perfect sense on why he wasn't getting it until now, the way Gran Torino
Right.
told him to do it. Like, he thought that All Might, and it was perfect because they addressed, you're like,
This
You're
is
on
real.
all-
This is real
Yeah.
anime nerd
This
stuff
is
going
good
on
stuff.
right here. But
They-
honestly, this show has layers. If people
does.
don't see the layers, they're not watching it right.
when Gran Torino addressed how starstruck Midori was with All Might, how he was kind of associating All Might and One for All too much, like together, and not seeing the power the way it was just like, oh my god, I'm just a fuckboy, a fanboy, whatever else.
Yeah.
And it's just like you're letting your love is the whole, like, I guess, like,
Yeah.
love is blind thing. You're letting your love and admiration for
I like
for-
making up words
whatever.
too.
Yeah, admiration for All Might get in the way of this. You're not
Yeah.
critically thinking about this. So let's introduce a senile old man to get it done. And that was just like, it was perfect. And it all happened.
It's just so good. It was
and it all happened in one episode.
all. This is all in one episode, everybody.
Yeah. It was
I'm not going to beat the
fantastic.
One Piece dead horse, but that's how it's done.
Yeah.
That's how you tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you tell a clear story. Period.
Yeah.
And it's soft. So good. It is so good.
I have to say, after all this talk, I appreciate One Piece a lot, and I'm very happy we watched One Piece.
Yes.
Because it makes me appreciate
Good
My Hero
anime, right?
Academia so much more.
Well, I mean, to go back even before they run, I've always said to you, there's certain types of anime that I really don't like.
Yeah.
And that's these very long episodic animes.
Exactly.
I don't think they tell a good story.
The
They
types
take
that,
too long to tell an okay story.
Mm-hmm. And it's hard. And that's the same for me when it comes to TV shows of any kind, whether it's a cartoon, live action, or anime, is when the point of the show is one goal and it goes on for too long, it loses a lot of its its flavor and everything. Great example, How I Met Your Mother. How long are we going to hear about how this one dude met their kid's mom?
It is over, but
It is over. But there was like those 2 seasons where it's just like, what's going on? And one season was one day.
Right.
They were all talking about the wedding. That's it.
Yeah.
But that's it with this. It's like,
We've lost all commentary from people.
yeah,
I don't know whether they're intrigued.
they're enthralled. They're
yeah.
enthralled at the edge of their
Or
seat
they're
about
just,
this.
they muted the shit out of us.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm listening to us, and that's what's
I'm
that's what's
geeking out
important.
hardcore right now.
Yeah. But with One Piece, it's 754 episodes currently, and
We're
so many
feeding
more
the
to go.
horse. Okay.
I'm actually playing Heroes as you guys are talking. Nice.
Nice.
Wait, Marvel Heroes?
Marvel Heroes?
Omega? Are you gonna? No, you can get that on your PC.
Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, nice. I gotta play that later.
Yeah, we
Gotta get
we've
my
been
one
dropping
win
the
in
ball
for
on
today.
that.
I've been loving Witch Doctor recently, by the way. I'll talk about that maybe another time. But like it can't. This can't go on for so fucking long. Like I get that like 20 episodes is equal to a day, but there was like those year gaps, and then there's this other stuff that's going on, and what Tori was talking about the other day with us about how Cowboy Bebop is a perfect anime.
Yes.
Because it can go into this universal world,
Yeah.
but they kept everything so enclosed in such a wonderful way that it's like that's what One Piece is kind of ruining it.
Yeah.
In comparison to One Piece and Naruto, which I hate Naruto because those characters I cannot deal with at all. They're all like shitty people. They all suck. I can't take it. It's stupid. Like, how is everybody on the show a fucking ninja?
Because it's a ninja show.
It's so stupid. The only person I liked is the bridge maker. That's
Okay.
it.
Nailed it.
But with Naruto, it was just we're training to become ninjas and Hokage. Whatever. Who cares a shit? It's Naruto. It's fucking garbage.
Shinobi.
They're called shit. I'm watching the show for the Shinobis.
They're the Shinobis. They have the powers of the ninjutsu.
I like when they do the hand motions and they turn into narwhals.
It's kind of weird that we can't exactly see all the hand movements.
Remember?
They move them too fast.
Oh, you have to go and watch episode 6. We
have to listen to episode 6.
I think it's episode 6 where we talked about Hunter x Hunter. Andrew watched it, and there's wonderful commentary about it. We can't go into that right now.
Look, I have a.
But
I'll give you a small recap about Hunter x Hunter.
give us the elevator pitch.
Hunter x Hunter was appropriately episode, like seasoned. I don't know how to appropriate way of saying it, but it was a good length. It was a longer show, but the seasons flowed. The battles were okay. The pacing was fine. I had issues with some of the themes that were introduced into Hunter x Hunter.
Pedophilia.
There was a little too much adult to child love ratios going on.
Just a bit.
And I think one of the ones that really got to me was it wasn't even Hisoka. No, it wasn't even Hisoka. Hisoka was blatant. It was just right in your face. He's a clown and he hangs around high schools.
Yeah,
No,
that's just insta creepy.
not even high schools, I should say. Grade school playgrounds.
Yeah, that's
No. The one that got to me was when he went on the date with the older woman, and then he came back, and you remember, if you agree with me, he's about 13, 14 years old at this point, right? And they had a conversation about a serious relationship later, and he also said, like, oh, I used to go on these dates all the time with the women back on the island. So before he even went on this stupid quest to find his father at the age of 13, he was going on dates with older women. So he's like 11, 12 years old at the time.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
And you hear about like
Fucked up. I'm sorry.
And you hear about the stories of maybe like old like Chinese or Japanese culture where you have like, you know, the young like girls whatever being married or whatever else. And that I always find is just like any culture where like under the age of like 11 and 12, crazy. But under the age of like 16, girls and any child being treated as property, boy or girl, is just, it's fucked up. And the fact that it was so normalized, because I went and I grilled Andrew about this. I was like, are you sure it's not like when my sister goes on a date with her son?
No.
Because my sister will go and she goes, oh, I went on a date with Jax, where, you know, she takes her son out and they get like ice cream and it's just like mommy son time, just, you know, get like some personal time. And sometimes, you know, it's like a date. But the age of consent is, yeah, but he was 12. He was under the age of consent. But I thought that's what Andrew meant. Like, oh, it's just like a boy going on, quote, dates. No, man. Like, these girls were looking to get some, like, dick or something.
He was going on dates. That was the problem for me. So Hunter x Hunter is complicated for me because it is a quote-unquote good show, meaning the story is good, the animation is good, the pacing is good, the characters, however
mostly
flawed
good?
they are complete. So I get it. Like it's a good, loosely good show, but the themes, I can't recommend it to people. Yeah. It has to be like, look, you have to be like really good into anime and have some tough skin to watch it. Yeah. And I don't know if you agree with me. I would, but that's why I didn't recommend it to Mike. I didn't say, Mike, you got to watch this anime. I said, watch it at your own discretion.
Yeah, which means I'm not going to waste my time with that.
Right.
Especially from how you were talking about it. I get that some of it could be cool. Like maybe if I went and looked up, there might be like 4 episodes with like badass. I didn't mean to swerve the.
Please, no, this is great. We like interacting. It's great.
We should just change our name to Anime Rage.
We should change our name to Random Shit. Random Geek Shit.
Random stuff in the trees.
Random stuff. That's my gamer tag, everybody. In the trees.
In the trees.
If you want a excellent new anime recommendation, I got a great one for you. If you are a Hellsing Ultimate fan, the illustrator of that series has just... this first series has been over for a while now, but the show is called Drifters. Amazingly illustrated show. I would give it a shot. I love it.
Is it done?
It's funny. The action's great.
Is it a complete series already?
No.
Okay, so it's still going.
First season's
okay,
done.
I thought you said that the series was done.
Meaning like right. It's not. There's no new episodes right now.
Okay.
The season's over.
Just wanted to make sure.
They will make another season.
All right.
It's already in the
works. Is
it
typical 74 episode season like One Piece?
13 episodes first season.
Okay, good.
So the premise of the show is semi-historic action anime with the illustrator of Hellsing Ultimate. And if you like that art style, you're going to love Drifters.
When you say historic, what time era?
I cannot reveal that.
Okay, fine. Where can they watch it? I'm guessing Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll, definitely.
What's the new service?
If I want to wait on recommending it. The new service is called Verve. But
VERV.
VRV.
VRV.
But they're
okay.
working out some kinks.
Okay.
It's yes and no. The only issue as saying that it's circa 1600 is because not everything is 1600. And that's what's cool about the show.
All right. So
I would give it a show. I would give it a try, Mike.
All right.
That one I will recommend.
Done.
Andrew's recommendation corner, Drifters. You won't be disappointed.
Well, unless you're a terrible person. Then maybe you'll be disappointed. Yeah. I can't wait for next week's episode of My Hero Academia.
Oh, dude, I haven't felt this way in a long time about a show. Like I mean, I guess you could say about Game of Thrones, but Game of Thrones is a given.
Yeah.
Right? I can't wait for Saturday. I just can't.
No.
I want to know what's going to happen.
Because it's not like
it's
some
so
bullshit.
Much fun.
It's not a bullshit cliffhanger.
No.
But just the story and everything that's going on makes you want more story. Yeah. Not like, oh, this giant axe is coming down to this character. What's gonna happen next? And then you see the preview and the character's okay.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well that kind of killed it for me.
No, this is it's like this is the best way I can explain it. Ready?
Yes.
It's like when you were a kid and your parents were reading you a bedtime story and say, "That's all we can read for tonight. We'll continue the story tomorrow night."
Yeah. It is because it's such a nice story-driven show.
Yeah.
The action scenes are good, but really like the story and what's going on. There's no. What's also I really like about it is it's a school show. I don't know how old they are. I guess maybe like 16.
High school. Early high school.
And the only romance that's happening is the fucking pervert kid.
Yeah, pervert
and all he does is just talk about boobs all day, and he's just this giant freaking perv.
And he has balls on his head.
And he has sticky balls on his head.
Sticky, sweaty balls.
Yeah, sticky balls. But that's it. There's no Midori isn't having some romance thing.
Nope.
Bakuga is not having one.
Nope.
That's Fire Sweat Boy. Todoroki is just having his own. But there is no one in a relationship because when you go and you talk about Hunter x Hunter, it sounds like if the romance or whatever parts were gone, that would increase the show a lot. And it's getting to the point where people are putting romance and relationships, forcing them.
Yes.
Where it's just ruining it. For great example, Legend of Korra, season 1.
Yes.
Book 1. Just how she was like immediately on it only worked in sort
that's honestly I reversed that. Sword Art Online is a romance anime with action themes for me. Do you agree, Carlos? Let me get a hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Or just a regular yeah is good enough for me.
I mean, it. I thoroughly enjoyed Sword Art Online. It was not my expectation, but that was a romance first, action anime second.
And that's
perfectly fine with me.
There was also some incest in there. I don't know if you can classify that as romance.
Well, that's cultural though. That's like the Japanese thing. I don't want to go into that too much, but
when there's action things and there's too much romance involved with it, and the reason why Korra threw me off so much is because they forced her into it so hard, and like I didn't think Mako was that cool of a guy anyway, and Aang. It was a slow, awkward 12-year-old I like a girl romance that just grew, and it fruitioned at the very end, you know. So how can a show that got romance so well and wrote it on such a sub-story level with their first show fuck it up so hard the first book, even though they said they didn't expect Korra to go past the first season, and after it did go past the first season,
you know
that's
why
when it got better.
You know why? I think they had it planned out that she was going to be a lesbian all along.
No, the first book they weren't expecting to go past book 1.
Really?
Yes, there was some talk somewhere where they thought it was just going to be like one book and that's it.
Interesting.
So they weren't sure how far they were going to go
corrected.
with it. I think after a while,
Not the first time.
Nope.
Won't be the last.
No, but I don't think she was going to be. Let's say.
Yes.
God is glad. Yeah. Didn't become Ichigo. In Bleach.
Did you watch Bleach?
I know my brother watches Bleach. My
You
brother,
could-
I think, loves Bleach.
Bleach is a good show because Bleach ends.
That's
Bleach
what I
has
like
a-
about shows. Shows that end.
Bleach has a hard end.
Shows have ends. But
Yes.
with Korra, I think they played that like beautifully. I think towards the end of season, because there were 4 seasons in there, I think.
Yes. 4
Right.
books. There's
So-
always 4 books.
Towards the end of 3, I think they said, you know what, Korra and Asami, they're getting along great. What if we started to push this a little bit more in the 4th season?
Oh yeah.
And just saying the Korra was the only person who, or Asami were the only letters that Korra responded to, and everything else just showed that she had this relationship with her, and that was great. But when it was forced so early, I was having a conversation
tough.
with
It's tough if you don't know the show is going to continue.
yeah,
I can see it.
it
like-
is. But to a point, then why rush a romance thing? Why is romance
Because-
so important?
Because maybe they wanted to tell a story, but the timeline that what they were given wasn't enough to tell it.
No, maybe, but I think like romance, and maybe brings in bigger. It might for the people who are just like,
yeah.
I
agree
love
with
this.
that.
But then again, who cares about romance? Because you have these people, they're just going to ship everything on Tumblr, you know. So like, who cares if there's like an actual romance or not? It's hard because it seems like, I don't know if you agree, and maybe Carlo agrees too. There are a lot of times where I feel they're putting in romances that could be good, but they hurt the story more than they strengthen the story.
Well, I like to call that the CW effect.
Yeah, which we talked about last week. But it's just like in a lot of like stories anyway, like anime. It's just like why is there even a romance going on?
Right.
That's why again, My Hero Academia,
So good.
so good.
We've
We've been doing this for a long time. This is over an hour.
Yeah. Well, we had a couple of rants going on. It's
A couple of rants. We had someone come into this room and interrupt.
good. To take it off the cartoon screen. Mike.
Yeah.
I have another request of you.
Oh shit!
You must finish Arrow.
I will. No, I will. I will.
Arrow season 5 tops my list.
I
It is
watched some of
stressful.
season 5
It is
already.
stressful.
I watched
and I loved
some.
it.
I watched up to spoiler alerts. Spoiler alerts for people. This is just going to be like a real quick one. So as soon as I'm done spoiling, it'll be my hand will go down. Until the girl betrayed the team.
Okay, that's not even close.
No, it's
some
not.
of
But
the
that's how
shit that's
far I
going-
made it
Oh,
so
yeah.
far. All right, no more. I actually ignored all reviews and watched Netflix on Iron Fist.
Yeah,
We can
It's
for
good.
for that the previews.
it's still
for,
better than a lot of shows out there. It just wasn't better than it wasn't compared to the other Netflix Marvel shows. It was not the best.
No. Especially when you just look at Daredevil.
He was. I have to say he's not that convincing as an action movie actor. The other guys are much better.
Yeah.
But if that's what they got for Danny Rand, that's what they got.
That's what they feel is good. Fine.
Right.
Although I don't know if the actor would have made too big of a difference, like monumental difference.
No, I think that was episode 2 or something that we went into that.
Yeah. A little
Look.
bit of it. Yeah.
Iron Fist had some attention issues.
It didn't enthrall me or entice me enough to start to watch it. Danny was well played though. He's after all a damaged human,
And
but he's white.
yeah, he's white. So white.
Why isn't he Asian?
Why isn't he Asian?
Because the comics.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna have
We're
to go.
laughing because I had a rant about that.
Yeah.
And how I'll give a synopsis.
Into the microphone.
That was probably the only character in the Marvel Universe where it makes no sense to make him Asian, even though it's an Asian-themed show.
Yeah.
That's what doesn't mean white. They could have made him black, Hispanic, but Asian would not have worked.
Eskimo.
Sure. Isn't there a proper name for that? Eskimo is
Nah, man,
Inuit.
Eskimo. What?
Inuit.
Iron Fist doesn't have a race. It's
Carlos,
pretty-
I will disagree with you on that. I think this story cannot be one told with
Yeah.
a Asian descent person.
But I think Carlo is saying the title of Iron Fist doesn't belong to any race.
Oh, yes.
But this story itself can't be told with an Asian actor.
No.
No. Yeah, that's what he meant. That there always
Yes.
has to be an Iron Fist, and it could be any race.
Correct.
It could be Asian, but not for
This
this story.
story, how it's told, cannot be told to make sense with someone of Asian descent.
There will always be a lighthouse.
Yes.
Maria needs to finish or start playing BioShock.
Yes. The Iron Fist isn't worthy. She has to go play BioShock.
Yeah.
Are we getting into her BioShock time?
No, but no, it's just a game that she has to play. She's been too busy playing other stuff. Yeah, I told her she has the BioShock trilogy. Play 1, skip 2, go to Infinite.
I have 1. I haven't beat 1. Haven't started 2. Haven't started 3.
No, whatever, things happen. Then I got CS:GO. Shit, Infinite. What's Infinite? Oh, Infinite. Yeah,
Yes.
Infinite was wonderful.
But go back to my original topic, Mike. You have to get to Arrow, man.
No, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll find
I'm not
time.
kidding.
No.
This one was really good.
In case you didn't know, a lot of time got freed up for me
Yeah.
because I'm not watching fucking One Piece anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I hear you.
that's it.
This season, yes, it brought back themes from. I don't want to.
So far,
Mike hasn't watched it.
But so far in this season,
here's what I will say about this season of Arrow. It gets stressful, and I like that about the show. It gets more and more stressful. There's some psychological themes going on. There's some bullshit. There's some bullshit topics that come up because it's a CW show. You gotta work through it because it's CW.
Yep.
You gotta. It's like almost you have to expect it because it's on CW.
Yep.
But as the season progresses, it gets more and more stressful. It's great. It's great. I like that stress because it means it's creating proper conflict in a story.
Mm-hmm. Here's one of the things that really upset me with the first part of the season is that Deathstroke was in the trailers, like Deathstroke is coming back, and it was just the hallucination part.
Yeah.
Where it was just some dude in Deathstroke's costume.
Yeah.
Doing mental assassination because that's his inner demons. It's like, oh my god. And why? It's because this asshole is going around shooting some stupid MTV elf show. Whatever, I don't know.
Please, just go with it, man. So, Carlo, if you haven't done so, Get on it. It's
Flash was really good.
Flash
I
was
really
good
enjoyed
too.
Flash. Supergirl.
I have not gotten to Supergirl yet.
Supergirl is wonderfully guilty pleasure. That's it. Not great.
My thing about Supergirl is I know that show's not written for me.
No, it's not.
And that's okay. It's still good, but I know it's not written for me.
It has some pretty good fights. It's entertaining to watch.
Right.
I'm never going to tell somebody you need to watch Supergirl. It is like really good. No.
I won't say that.
It is camera. It is not really good.
It's
Supergirl
not really good.
is not a really good show. It's just a pretty fun show to watch.
Yes. I'll agree with
it.
that.
And Supergirl's sister is really hot.
Yeah.
A+. A+.
What else, Michael? What else?
I think that might be it for now. Anything else is really going to push us over. I think we're going to play Hollow
yeah,
Knight.
look at us. We're right on the
Oh,
Doomfist.
Doomfist isn't out yet. Doomfist.
Look at you, Carl. You're just on an anime roll today.
I know.
You're killing me, dog. And yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. I'm a. I don't sleep. Let's put it that way.
You know, we should do one day. We should try to add in like extra little like podcast events. One of them, I'd say probably like a Google Hangout or something with like you and Carlo, and maybe Bab talking about animes. Like,
sure.
Figure out a list of animes you guys want to talk about,
with me and yeah,
and just do that.
I'm
if
down.
you want, Carlo,
now.
do you want me to help set that up?
Yeah,
you want that to do just all right. It's 10 p.m. here. What time is it where you are? I think it's like 3 a.m. if I remember right.
Late.
Right? 3 a.m. He's in
3 a.m.
Europe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So he's on a 5-hour difference, which isn't like too terrible.
No, we'll figure it out. This
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a night
It'll
thing.
start at midnight Pacific time.
We'll have a special Toy Rage exclusive anime talk.
Yeah. Is Babbity Rabbity want to do it? He's not paying attention. Probably.
It's okay.
He's a piece of shit.
Thanks for calling our fans pieces of
Well,
shit.
it's not a fan. He just likes your Kermit voice. See? Fucking shithead.
What a piece of shit.
What a piece of shit, guys.
He's a piece of shit.
He sucks. That is the suck. I don't like. So wow, we had an episode. Also, you're gonna be mad at me.
Excuse me.
You're gonna be mad at me.
Oh no.
You see how that says an hour?
Yeah.
I didn't actually video record like the first 20 minutes.
Michael.
So I'm going to have to include some gameplay, maybe Kerbal Space Program, maybe some
man.
Overwatch.
Technical difficulties.
If Doomfist we probably won't talk about for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because, well,
I wanna
Andrew
wait
just
till
got
it's-
Overwatch.
and we
install
want
the
to wait
PTR.
till a release.
Install the PTR,
Okay.
which is just, I'll show you how to do it on my computer. So install that. If you want to mess around with Doomfist, go right ahead.
Use a PC.
You got a gaming PC Master Race.
Excuse me, I gotta get my PCR client.
I got the PC.
Excuse me.
Oh, for the left, whatever. Oh no, I mean Formula's back. Yay! She probably wants to stream too. No, I'm the one that's sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Mike, we're sorry.
No,
We're sorry.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry
Okay,
for shit.
he's not sorry anymore. I could be sorry. Give me 10 minutes, I'll be sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not for that. So, I'm not even going to ask if there's anything else. I think we did a lot. We talked about a lot of different animes today, which was great. Castlevania, watch it.
Yes.
We're going to be watching it, and then next week we're going to have a big discussion. We're also going to try to do something with Carlo and maybe Babbity Wabbity about an anime hour, something like that. That would be really cool to do.
Sure.
And in the meantime, play BioShock.
In the meantime, I got to learn how to use a PC again.
Yeah, Andrew's going to learn how to do a PC. And you know what? Next week we'll do Andrew's PC hour.
How am I coming along?
How are you coming along on the PC life?
I don't know.
What's your caffeine ID that you're using?
Right now, I'm still using my name.
All right, so we're not going to talk about what he's doing yet until he gets an account that he wants.
Yeah.
And then once that, then we'll start to promote it more.
Yeah. Well,
And we'll do that.
I'll be on sporadically. This is really my main mode.
Yes.
The Toy Rage show is where I'm at.
Carlo, I tried to get him to. He really wanted to buy a widescreen monitor. And,
Did I?
You said I want that monitor, and it was
ultra.
It was the ultra wide screen.
Yeah.
Because that's what.
I don't know why.
So you see, we're watching our stream.
Yeah.
So when Carlo plays, ready?
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
You see how this far this goes? When you're doing ultra wide screen,
Yeah.
it goes to here.
Oh my
on both
god.
sides. It's huge.
Get down.
It's huge.
Get out of here.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here. Any final words, Kimball?
It's funny.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for showing up. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate all the commentary.
Support. We love you.
We do.
We can't get enough of you.
And I'm gonna try to put this up tomorrow as soon as possible. Thursday, Frodo is going to be featured on Caffeine.
Yeah.
Caffeine.tv/Frodo. FR0TOE. She's not a real gamer grill. She's just an awesome person. So, no, you don't want to. You know what I mean by not a real gamer
and
grill.
it was like compliment, super insult.
So I had a wonderful
Super insult.
text message
I
with
just
her
blocked
one
my
time.
face.
She I told her that I was buying a gift for her brother that's like Christmas and a birthday present combined, and then she started calling me like an asshole, like you're what's like wrong with the world and everything else.
What's wrong with the world?
The people who combine Christmas and birthday presents when the person's birthday is really close to Christmas, so they're like, oh, I'm just gonna get you this, and then I sent her a picture.
But what if it's like a super gift?
That's what it was, a super gift.
So he got a super gift.
Yeah, and then I sent a picture.
But it's a super gift.
Yeah, it was super, but she didn't know until I sent her the picture of the gift.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you feel now?
Exactly.
What's up, Toy Rage?
She said, "You're awesome." It's like a douche or something. I don't know what she said. Anyway, thank you all. Follow us. Toy Rage Reviews on Instagram.
Here we go.
Toy Rage on Facebook.
We're on Facebook.
Toy
Toy
Rage
Rage
on
Twitter. Toy Rage at
Review.
Toy Rage.
Yeah.
We're on Instagram.
Toy
Toy
Rage
Rage
Reviews.
Reviews. We're on Stitcher, iTunes, Spreaker, Play FM. I still don't know how we got on there.
What the fuck is Play FM?
We also have apps on the iOS store and the Google Play store.
Mm-hmm. We also have.
And Michael, there's more.
Please, tell me.
The live streams reruns can be found on YouTube.
On the YouTubes. Just look up
YouTubes.
Toy Rage. And yeah, we'd really appreciate it. We tweet it out all the time.
It can all be yours for a few low payments of $19.95.
Or like a
Or
like
not,
and a follow.
Or nothing.
That's fine.
Or nothing.
Well, Andrew, I hope you had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Good night, everybody. Good night, Clarence.
Bye.
Fucking hate Clarence.